I know y'all wondering why I always say it's duct tape from upstate 518 to be exact. As soon as I jumped off the porch, I was grinding G-Packs. Know that, aka Network King. Simply because that's exactly who I am. More so the reason why my platform is you can quote me on this. Because I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I keep it a stack with everything I do, and I stand on that. Listen, man, adversity was like a first cousin or a god brother. That motherfucker was always around. That just is what it is when you're a product of the trenches, man. Listen, I worked hard to get where I'm at today, overcoming a couple of state bids, countless years in the system. Chuck, don't get it twisted though, I still ain't make it out. Nowadays for me, it's all about the aura that's being presented. And I had to learn, always respect the process.
Welcome, everybody. Part of my shiny face. It's storming out where I'm at. However, we doing something a little different. Today, we're going to go quotes podcast on y'all, man. I got a special guest with me today. All right. Today, we are joined by a true multi-hyphenate entrepreneur straight out of Long Island, New York. Please welcome my guy, Hume Hefe. Hume Hefe is a definition of a creative hustler who's built his empire from the ground up. He's not just an artist dropping bars. He's running his own music label, steering his own clothing line and brand, and keeping listeners locked in as a co-host on the What's the Word podcast, baby. All right, this is someone who understands that in today's game, you can't just be one thing. You gotta have you've got to diversify, create multiple streams, and stay authentic to your vision. From the studio to the boardroom, from designing merch to chopping it up on the mic, Hume Hefe is living proof. When you stay humble, but hustle hard, you can turn your passion into a full-scale business. So buckle up because we're about to dive deep into the mind of an entrepreneur who's redefining what it means to be an independent artist and business owner in 2025. Hume Hefe, welcome to the show, my guy.
What's the word, man? What's the word, bro? Happy intro. That was a nice introduction.
Yo, yeah, because the last time I wasn't too privy on the introductions. I wasn't doing too well on the introductions. So when we set this up for this time, I was like, I got to make sure I give my guy proper introduction. And today we really gonna dive into, you know what I'm saying, what you got going on, who you are initially as a person, you know what I'm saying, the things you've been through to get you where you are today. However, with the Quotes podcast, you know what I'm saying, so we do a little different over here. You know how we do on What's the Word? However, with the quotes, it's always a quote of the episode. You know what I'm saying? And the quote of the episode is basically something that I make sure that it kind of coincides with the individual who's on the show and shit. You know what I mean?
Copy.
So the quote of the episode is, anybody can have an idea to start something, only a few actually see through it.
Yeah.
And the reason why I felt like this quote suited you and this episode the best, simply because I've seen you come up with an idea and run with it, go straight with it. It ain't no discrepancies. Once you got your mind set on something, like you follow it all the way through, you know what I'm saying? Then you see the product on the other side of it. Like you're very, very diligent on what you do when it comes to like your business and your music and all that shit. So that's why I felt like this quote would be a perfect quote for this episode for you, my brother. So I'm gonna give a little bit on what it means to me, and then I want you to do the same before we move on.
Okay.
So I basically heard this one time, right? When I heard this quote, it stuck out to me instantly. I really got the quote actually from Fat Joe and the Joe and Jada show. I was watching that shit, and I'm watching. Now, mind you, I'm driving. As soon as he said that, it just stuck out instantly. You know what I'm saying? Like instantly. And it's so crazy how these things happen, because then we set up our interview, our second interview, and it was like I literally just heard this quote and wrote it down. I want to say maybe like a week and a half ago, like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's always like shit just seems to work in that manner when it comes to, you know what I mean? Like, excuse me, when it comes to like quotes, shit like that. So I think this shit was low key meant to be for this episode specifically because it was just like perfect timing. However, I'm also an individual that cannot stand when a motherfucker tell me, I think, yo, we should do this, or we need to do that, or maybe we. Uh, I fucking hate that shit. Don't tell me what the fuck we should be, could be. Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it.
You know
That's a
what I'm
fact.
saying? Like, let's fucking do it. And then when we first linked, it was like instantly we put our cards on the table. And then we hit the ground running immediately. As soon as after the interview, the next thing you know, a week later, we got the motherfucker, we starting our own podcast. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like, I feel like this is a perfect kind of fucking quote, bro. Like, for us, to, you know what I'm saying, as individuals, like how we move and shit. So, um, yeah, I just can't stand when people just don't follow through. Like, that is a really, really big pet peeve of mine. I hate when people be like, yo, we should, and we possibly should, or, you know what I'm saying? That shit drives
No,
me
yeah,
up the
actually.
bro. So
Now,
if you would give a little of what you think of it and why you're like that.
well, honestly, that's a quote. If I could have picked a quote, I would have picked this one myself, honestly, because I definitely relate to it. And sometimes I even face it because I was just talking to myself about that a little bit. Like I started something, kind of paused on it for a while, and I said I gotta get back to it to finish the race type. So that quote I do respond to and relate to, and I feel like everybody can. You know what I'm saying? Like there's plenty of people out there that started things and don't finish it. We have half-assed people out there. So it's a solid quote. And what it means to me is that, you know what I'm saying, that's something I actually live by. Like I don't want to put my mind into something and put my energy into something and just waste my time. Just start it and don't complete it. Like if we're gonna start something, let's make it work. So that's kind of the motivation and the mindset that I keep, even in my music or whatever I do. So you know what I'm saying? I fucks with that quote. I definitely fuck with that quote.
Appreciate that. All right, so we're just gonna jump right into the interview, man. So we can start to get to know you as a person, you as the man, you know what I'm saying, and then what drives you and things of that nature. So I know you and everybody that was introduced to you by me know you as Humble Hefe.
Yes. Yeah.
So, so do you want to delve with? Let's start there. They used to call you Bandana.
That is a fact.
So what? So what was the what was the science behind the name Bandana and why the name changed?
You know what's crazy, man? The name Bandana, it started off as a joke, which is crazy because, you know what I'm saying, my name is Joel and shit. So a lot of people, this is when Dipset was out. So, you know, Santana was out and everybody started calling me Joel Bandana, like as a joke at someone else Santana. But after a while, you know what I'm saying, it just stuck because I always rocked the bandana. I was in that life anyway. So they stopped the Joel part and just left it as Bandana. It was like, it was just put on me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like it was a name that started off as a joke and it just stuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was a different lifestyle, a different life I was living at the time and shit. I was young reckless days, but yeah, it really was a joke, man. I ain't gonna lie. I just made that joke into something that was official and everybody jacked it.
No, that's
So
what's
yeah.
up. That's low key another testament. You just taking something and running with it.
It was a joke.
With that being said, like some of your musical inspirations, like where did that come from? Like, who were some of your musical inspirations? Was Dipset and Jewels? Were they like did they have an influence on shaping you as an artist, or who were the people that did? It, even if it weren't other artists, or maybe it was, you know what I'm saying, a family member or just a close friend, like who helped and was the inspiration in shaping you as an artist?
I would say honestly, I was born into music. Like it's like like a lot of people's story, man, I was brought up in the church and stuff like that. But the difference with me is my father's a pastor, so I'm a pastor's kid. So, I played the drum at church when I was a youngster. I was nice still today. Anybody, Travis Barker, whoever want to smoke on the drums, I'm really nice. I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm nice, but I played the drums, I played the bass guitar. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to my brother Armani. He used to sing. He's a great singer. You know what I'm saying? He passed. I have another brother that played the keyboard. My mom sang. My father played the lead guitar. So it was just always music from since I can remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was always into music. It just so happened that music, honestly, for me, it's like the influence is just life itself, bro. Like, it's just different. It could just be a day today. It don't even have to be like an artist. It could just be life and experience, you know what I'm saying? A vibe. Like, it's just music is so in me, bro. It doesn't take but so much to motivate me. But if I would say who my influences was coming up, obviously it was just a mixture of everybody. Big. I used to listen to a little bit of Lauren, you know what I'm saying? Craig Mack, Big Daddy Kane. The list goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just, I'm not an artist that I would just say, oh, just this person that just made me do it. Obviously, there was some other artists and stuff later on in life that had bigger influences on me, but I take bits and pieces of everything and that influenced me in the art itself. You know what I'm saying? And it's a freedom of expression that I love. So it's just a part of me, man. The influence is life. Every experience that I have in life has inspired some type of musical something, essence from me. Or that's the best way I can put it.
So, all right. So basically, you're just a music baby, born into music immediately out the womb type shit. So you still mess with the drums now? Like, you still get busy now?
I ain't even gonna lie, I'm nice on the drums. I am still nice. It's like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get on there a couple 5 minutes, boom, 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 and come back. I was playing like 3 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? I had stopped by my pop's church. You know what I'm saying? Helped him with something and got on the drums a little. I'll be missing it. Don't get me wrong, man. So, I'm really nice on the drums. That was my first love in music, honestly. If you want to talk about music, my first love in music, honestly, was them drums. Well,
Yo, we got to pull up to what's the music store where they got all the equipment laid out and shit? Guitar Center. They let you get busy real quick and content.
You can get some content. I'm nice. I'm trying to tell you, I can do something. I'm really nice, man. Like, I stand on that. Like, you know me. That was my first love. The drums, man. I ain't gonna lie. But it just grew, you know what I'm saying?
That's tough. That's tough. All right, so I know I'm jumping around a little bit. However,
That's cool.
Back story on your situation and then how that helped to shape you as a person and you as an artist. Because some people might not know. However, you did a pretty long stint, a prison stint for 8 years. So do you want to tell us a little bit about that and give the backstory about that?
Oh yeah, it's definitely part of the story. Because from anybody else following me, or a fan of me, or supporter of me, whatever you want to consider yourself, from before now, they would know. Like, in a sense, it's kind of like I went to prison bandana and just came home humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some G shit. But you know what I'm saying? That bit, it was different. It definitely inspired the humble in me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it really showed me, like, I always like to say, like, Bandana was a boy, you know what I'm saying? He was a young hothead in the streets doing a lot and mature in a lot of ways, you know what I'm saying? And that sentence, when I got locked up, I always said to myself, I was gonna make the DA and them mad they locked me up, because I'm gonna make prison make me better. Like, I'm not gonna make it make me bitter. I'm gonna come out a better person, like, you know what I'm saying? So in every way, honestly, like, I don't want to do it again. I plan on it, but it was like a blessing in disguise at the time, bro. Like, cause it sat me the fuck down, and it gave me a lot of time, because I never sat down. I was in the streets. I was doing a lot, man. I'm running up and down out here, hustling, doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was banging all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I never had the time to really sit down, bro. And sometimes God will put you in a situation to let you really see yourself. And it's like I had no choice but to really look and reevaluate what I thought was important, real shit, you know? So when I got locked up, I did my time and stuff, and I grew. I became a man. I always say I came home a man a whole different individual, and Humble Hefe was born. But I would like to say Humble was a name I gave myself because it was always a reminder to myself to stay grounded and to calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Because I was always so split and sometimes could be irrational at times. Like, that was a way for me to, every time somebody called me, it's like I'm reminding myself to chill. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, and then I'm always been a boss, so it just made sense. Humble Hefe is a reminder to myself to be a humble boss. Take it easy, player. You know what I'm saying? That's really what that is.
That's what's up. So you basically your name of who you are and who you become is just a reminder of what you need to do.
So,
like, moving forward.
Yeah, you know, it's like I recreated myself. Yeah, because, you know, like I said, Bandana was a character, a name and shit that was given to me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I took an identity that some other people gave me. You know what I'm saying? And it took me to do my bit to really find my identity again, type shit. And I grew into him because that's what everybody said I was, and shit like that. And I was. I feel like I lived up to that name and all that. Anybody know, but anybody that knows him and he now and then they know the vast difference and distance between the two characters. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, Bandana's still in there. I don't let him stay asleep. No, that's it.
Gotta keep him tame, brother. Keep that guy tame.
I know the mother.
All right, so you are a recorded artist from Hempstead, Long Island. So how is the music scene in LI besides you?
Yo, honestly, right now LI kind of lit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, LI kind of lit. But the problem, I would say, with my hometown, Long Island, I feel like I could say that because I'm from Long Island. A lot of artists don't want to come together like that. And that's the real problem with my hometown. Like, a lot of artists, everybody wants to be that artist, that main artist, to be the one to get on. And everybody is more in competition than in support of one another. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one issue I would say with LI. But other than that, there's a lot of hot artists out there, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna front like I'm the only one, you know. But if I would have to say, as far as Long Island, like, people that's really, I see out there really hustling and shit like that, really making some buzz out there. It's a couple hitters out there that's doing their thing. And I'd like to salute everybody. I ain't gonna name no names because I know if I name some names and I miss some and people look, it's gonna start a whole nother situation. But but some niggas out there, y'all know who y'all are, man. Like, I'm one of them type of people. I'm gonna like your pictures and shit like that. So I'm not a bougie type. So it's Long Island lit right now. I ain't gonna lie, it's lit right now.
That's what's up. Yeah, you got an extensive, collaboration list out right now. Like,
yeah.
Is there like a sign for like more possibilities or more features to come? Or are you gonna lean more towards doing stuff a little bit solo? Like, do you like to collaborate? Is that like one of the niches yours? Or
honestly, that's brand new for me, bro. I'll be a buck. Like, the Bandana rapper, you know what I'm saying? Well, I didn't do collabos like that. I probably could think, like, if it was a collaboration with somebody that was literally in my circle I hung with all the time, type shit. Like, yo, bro, get on this track, type shit. But as far as like other artists, actually, people, like artists, men, females out there hustling, doing their thing in the music scene and have their own little buzz, me come together with them and do music, that was something I never really did too much. You know what I'm saying? Back then, this would be new for me. Like, I've been mastering networking because I've been hanging with the network king. You know what I'm saying? So I've been mastering some networking, mastering my networking skills, and I've been starting to reach out. I think somebody got popped or something. People, they go down sometimes. Help. It'd be like that, so, you know. I hope they make it. But nah, so yeah, but the scene's lit. I ain't gonna front, the Long Island scene lit. I ain't mad at the shit at all. Well, and as far as,
all right, so as an independent artist with your own label, like, what are some of the things that you've learned and, some of the obstacles that you've had to go through? And it's like kind of like a two-part question, right? So
okay.
What are some things you learned, some of the obstacles that you had to go through? And are you like attempting to like sign other artists, like bring other artists in, or is it something that you're just keeping to yourself?
Okay, that's a great question. Also, honestly, with as far as signing artists, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to doing that in the near future. You know what I'm saying? That is something that's definitely on the table, which like officially signing artists to the label and stuff. With the experience of the label, you know what I'm saying? It definitely has its ups and downs. You know, it's something that you got to be serious and dedicated about. But I take inspiration from different CEOs that I know, like that I seen or I see on the main screen TV that do it. You know what I'm saying? From the beginning to the end type shit. So I did a lot of studying, a lot of research. This would be my first official label. Like honestly, officially done it, locked in for real. This is my first official label. But I've had a lot of trial and error in the past. It was Stash Box Entertainment before, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned from the past, you got to understand how to separate business from personal situations. So from the past draft labels, I would say, you know what I'm saying, that I got and did in the past unofficial, I learned how to make sure I wouldn't make those mistakes, and those errors that I made in my former years. So now the label is official, everything's locked in, but the ups and downs are just like anything in life. You got to stay dedicated to it. A record label is like a child on some G shit. Like you got to take care of it. You got to the artists you sign, the people that you hire, you got to take care of them. You got to make sure they good. They got to do their part. It's like so. It's a vast machine. You understand what I'm saying? But the process coming together, and you know. So to answer your question, yeah, I had my trial and errors, but you know that's anything in life. And when I sign artists in the near future, yeah, I'm definitely looking to do that. Definitely looking to give out some more lotto chains and all that. So look forward to that, man.
All right, so salute the beast. He's in the motherfucking chat. Salute the beast. He in the building. He always shows up on the YouTube side. So he wanted to know. He kind of what he said was, I was wondering how the collab with White came about, but now he knows. So was that simply because you guys know each other, or like what's your relationship with White?
Yo, that's crazy. Like, all right, before I get to White, it's like an example with one of my other collabs. Like, a lot of the collabs I've done now is a shocker to certain people. You understand what I'm saying? Because it wasn't always peaches and cream type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't always peaches and cream between the sides or between the camps type shit. So to see some of these collaborations now, I know it fucks up a lot of people's head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't have expected Dana or Humble Hefe to be on songs with people like White or Li Fresh and shit like that. It fucked heads up. But the collaboration with White was really just me bridging the gap, bro. Like on some G shit. Like me and White went to school together. I knew him since like middle school. Brought him up middle school, high school, went to school together. Son always been on some basketball, music shit. He always been on his hustle. And I would like to say everybody you really see me do any collab with, it's like a compliment to them because I'll reach out to them to do the collab. And that's because I believe in how they skills is or they work ethic. I know us together is going to make something magical. So every collaboration that you see, I'll be a buck and let you know that I reached out to them like, yo, I got something I think will be hot if we get together and make this work. And everybody that's accepted has been magic. So yeah, the collab with White was just me, man. I made the song. I seen he been out on I be following him on social media. I see he been making his moves, doing this shit or whatever, doing his music. And I said, yo, I'm a fan also as a friend. Like, yo, let's come together and do something. You know what I'm saying? And that's how the fix happened. That's how a lot of songs happened. The fix, Back It Up Baby. The only one that was kind of wasn't supposed to happen the way it happened. It was just a random situation. Was trust issues. Like trust issues wasn't supposed to have nobody on there except for me. And then I was thinking about having a female sing on the song, like harmonizing, but it just so happened everybody that's on the song was in the studio that day, and magic happened. But I like doing collabs now, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's something that I feel like is good for any artist to do. I feel like every artist should get out they high horses or whatever and get with your other artists, your fellow artists, make some music, combine fan bases, you know what I'm saying, and make some magic happen, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. So obviously you're gearing up for something, right?
Yeah.
I see you dropping single. What was it? Okay, so did it start with trust issues? What
No,
was
the
the
first the
you dropped?
first single was "Back It Up, Baby." The
Okay,
first
back it up, baby.
if back it if nah, I'm lying. Forgive me. The first single I released that I came home with, these singles I just didn't lay down no videos to, but it was actually All the Time. That was the first song I laid down when I came home.
Yo,
Fresh out of prison.
that
Yeah.
right there, I hate to cut you off, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. That right there was like, and still is like I use that shit as an anthem like a motherfucker, bro. Because that shit
No,
is like,
appreciate it.
yeah, it's like you know what I'm saying. The inspiration that I get from the music that you make, because I'm truly a fan, bro. Like no cap. So
Salute.
the all the time, it's like, how do you come up with the concepts for the songs that you make? I know I'm kind of getting off track. However, I gotta ask this before I forget, because I do not want to forget. How do you come up with these concepts? Because concept music is the best music to me. If you ask me.
I
Concept music
agree.
is the best music. So how do you come up with the concept with your concepts for your songs?
Because basically that same feeling that you have, concept music is the best music. That's the era I came up in. That's what music was. It had a concept, and you stuck to the concept when you made a song. You understand what I'm saying? That's the era I came from. Like so, when I it's always been a part of me to make a song with a concept. Even when I was freestyling, bullshitting back in the day, it always had to make sense. You know what I'm saying? It always had to have a topic. It always had to have a point of reference to go to type. So you know what I'm saying? That's just been a part of my style and a part of my DNA as far as musical pen since the beginning, to always have a concept. You know what I'm saying? And I took that from people like Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? Bedtime Story and songs like that. It always had a concept. At the end of the day, this song is about a chick or it's about a drug deal. The song's about a specific topic. You know what I'm saying? So how do I come up with my concepts? It's just a part that being life too, bro. Like different concepts come from different personal experiences I'm going through or where my heart or my mind is at the time. You know what I'm saying? Back it up, baby. That's how I was feeling at the time. I think we had just left the strip club. So that's how I was feeling. Word of mouth. So then I made a song like Back It Up, Baby, because that was the element I was in. I'm like, yo, this song would be lit for a strip club environment. So it'd be certain situations that just inspire the concept and inspire the song. Word of mother. Like it just
Shit, it
depends.
looked in that video. It looked like you had to strictly just left the strip club. Like you was in the motherfucking strip club. That
Yo,
video.
it was lit. Shout out Luxury Life Studio. Yeah, it was a lit situation. Word up. It was a lit. Shout out all the bad girls. You know what I'm saying? I like fresh bad girls. And all. It was a lit situation. Actually, you know what's crazy, bro? Now we talking about that. This is this is the first time I hit 20K. You know what I'm saying? So I hit over 20,000 views on that video. Back it up, baby. Just passed 20,000 views. So about at like 21 now, counting since like couple days ago. So yeah, back it up, baby.
Crazy.
That's
That was damn sure the next question, boy, because that shit went up, nigga.
yeah, that
Like,
shit
how
went
does
up.
it feel to have a 20K view video?
That's a plat for me, bro. I never did that, and you know what I'm saying. I still definitely wanted to go way more than 20. So anybody watching, please, just because we hit 20, don't stop. But it's a big inspiration to me and motivation for me because that was my first music video I did. Mind you, that was my first music video out of prison, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I did 7 years out the 8 year bid, came home, and then dropped songs like all the time. And my first ever music video, Back of the Baby, that was almost a year ago. I dropped it. We at 20K now. And every music video has just been like the support and the receptions has been crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, shout out Back of the Baby, shout out Li Fresh for being on the song, shout out Kia Tracks, everybody I collab with, man. Rocky P, everybody that's on the album, the list of names go on, bro. It's Rocky P, Kaz, Li Fresh, Kia Tracks, and White, people y'all know already, and a couple more y'all don't know. So yeah, it's a good thing.
All right, shit. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, we're gonna break the news down. We got something. I'm gonna say right now,
Yeah.
the fucking song that you presented to me, um, and you said, yo, bro, I got this song. That shit gonna be a fucking hit. And I'm gonna put this shit on my project, upcoming project. We about to talk about that as well. And when you played that motherfucker for me, boy, I said the shit. It's called viral, right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, I'm like, yo, yeah. I'm like, yo, I was in awe because I'm like, damn, once again, I'm like, yo, how does this motherfucker come up with these concepts of how this shit go? And then it's very different. You have a very unique style. Your style ain't like no other. Like, tell us a little bit about your style. Like, where do you get your style from, and where does it like? You know what I'm saying? How did you curate your style? Like,
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, it took a long time for me to really find Humble Hefe's voice as far as lyrically and my sound and all that in the booth. Like this was discovered after the prison bit. I ain't gonna front like I really found myself, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, like I really found myself, my lyrically and all that. I found the type of beats that work with me because always knew every great rapper have their own sound. You know, you're not gonna really pop off as an artist when you come in here sounding like somebody else. It's not, and if you even do pop off, it's not gonna last long. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm from the era where we always had to have our own voice and we always had to have our own sound. Like so for a while, I sounded like a couple different artists. For like when I was in my teenage years, my biggest influence was Lil Wayne. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was sounding like Wayne on songs sometimes and shit like that. The bars, lyrical, and all that. Then it was Jeezy, you know. So I was inspired a lot. I ain't gonna lie. My later years by down south sound. So at one point, I started getting more of a down south vibe to my music than New York. But then at the end of the day, I always knew I had to be versatile. That was a key thing I feel for any artist is versatility in what you do. Like you can't always sound the same on every track. You can't. So versatility was something I strived for from the beginning. And I feel like that helps curate my sound. It's just the versatility. You don't know what direction I'm coming from next. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't know what to expect with my music. Like when it comes down to Humble Hefe, you can hear a song and you can't predict what the next song is going to be. And I feel like that's what makes me the most dangerous and makes my music the best because I can touch every area in a song. Like, and I'm really making songs, bro. Like, you see what's going on these days with these artists. They're not even making songs no more. It's just a hot chorus. The verse might not even match the chorus, but the song is like 2 minutes. They're making music for TikTok, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making music, like music for the people. So that's my difference. Like concept, versatility is necessary, you know?
I definitely hear you on that. I'm telling you right now, viral. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He got a lot of good hits. Look, the fix with White Fire, Trust Issues with Key and Check, Fire, Back It Up Baby with Fresh Fire. However, viral featuring Duck.
I heard it here first. I ain't gonna front. It's gonna fuck y'all up.
Yo,
I say, if I had to pick what my favorite song is of my album right now, of this EP that I'm about to drop, I would say it's viral. And I'm not even trying to be funny or just saying that because I put you on a song like literally. I just know. I'm gonna say like that's the song. Or the moment.
Listen, ain't no if that, but that shit is going to go. It's gone already. As soon as Mo is here, fuck it, it's gone already. All right, so let's get into because I don't want to, get too much. I just wait on it, man. Let's get into the EP. Is it so? When is it dropping? What is the name of it? Let's get into that. What's the name of the new EP?
Yo, the name of the new EP is Against All Odds 2. As everybody know, y'all can listen. I had Against All Odds Part 1, the EP. I had dropped back, what was that, 2021, I believe it was. But it's out now on those streaming platforms. You can go grab it up. I mean, especially on Apple Music. You can get it on Apple Music. It's up there. But this is just the Part 2 to that. And it's like I'm making it a series because Against All Odds is like a statement for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because everything that I've accomplished and am accomplishing, like, it's always been odds against me. Like, a lot of people can help and won't because they feel like I'm gonna go over the top. Like, so it's always been odds against me. It's always been, you know what I'm saying, some type of situation that tried to make my way a lot less accessible, so to speak. So, you know, Against All Odds, I came up with that in prison. You know what I'm saying? That was the name. I said I was gonna make that the name, and it means a lot to me. So this is gonna be part 2. So this is gonna be AAO2, Against All Odds. And a lot of the songs that I already dropped as singles, y'all know is gonna be on there, but I have a lot more songs that's gonna be on there that y'all didn't hear yet. You know what I'm saying? So get some new music when y'all tap in. And when does it drop? It drops on the 29th of this month, August 29th is when it drops. Actually got to go with Duct Tape to complete it. You know what I'm saying? Got to lay down this last song. I got to link up with Kaz and lay down another song. After that, it's over. So actually this weekend, I'm wrapping up the album. And I mean, the EP, sorry, it's going to be an EP, not an album. And it's going to be off to y'all in another 2 weeks, man.
That we definitely gonna do a rollout for that. So y'all make sure y'all tune in.
Please tap.
Yeah, we definitely gonna do a special rollout for that, man. I don't know. We're gonna have to, Beast, we might have to come up there to spin a block music review. You know what I'm saying? Do a full review, full everything.
Please, I'll be honored, man. Let's go.
We definitely gonna link with Beast. We're gonna get up there. We're gonna run through that whole thing. Like I think a project like this, and I think just the individual you are, right? I think that has to be. We got to do something, outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Because I be watching a few things, and I take a little ideas here and there from people, and then I see they may not do it right, or they may not do it to the capacity that I know we would do it to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're definitely going to use these platforms because we have platforms that we done created, and these shits are growing organically. You know what I'm saying? You got a channel that's already lit. My channel is slowly but surely progressing into being, super lit. Close Podcast is my baby, and fucking What's the Word Podcast is ours together. So we're, you know what I'm saying? The merch got going on, everything as far as things like that. Like we're traveled around to make things happen. So the rollout for you for AAO2 is definitely going to be one of the ones, man. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all always on board with whatever we got going on there. Because as you can see, they call me Duct Tape from Upstate 5 to be exact. So I jumped on the porch. I was grinding packs. Know that, aka King, because I am here to network. I am here to bring shit together. And I like the fact that you stepped out of the just do it your own to collaborate and bringing people in, because let's speak about how, because you listen to music, right? So as somebody who does actually listen to music, because you organically like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you have an ear for what is going to work or what is going to sound good. It may take a minute to grow on people, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say that's fine, you don't want it to be instantly gravitated to, because just as fast as it came, it'll go that fast.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain shit. Because like I told you before, I'm like, yo, bro, every time I listen to, what song was it?
FAH.
I said, yes. I said, every time I listen to FAH, fucking hit it, like, here's something different. And then by me telling you that, made you want to go back and listen to your shit again and get a new fan liking for your shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, kind of like, with Jay-Z, like, shit that he was dropping then, people are just now getting what he was saying about certain shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then it comes back full circle. So motherfuckers want to bump it again. You feel me? You creating timeless music, because it's not that shit that pops real quick and then it's going just as fast. And that's why I asked somebody, I'm like, yo, why do you make 1 minute songs and 1 minute and 30-second songs and shit? And they like, yo, replay value, because attention span ain't really there. You know what I'm saying? However, when you're dealing with a certain group, like your fan base is a certain age group. You know what I'm saying? And then you may gradually get younger individuals. However, you kind of want to make music for your fan base. You know what I'm saying? And then you grab other fans from other people that will learn to like you, and that will appreciate that you don't make the same shit that other people make, because too much of the same shit is never good for you.
See,
You know what I mean?
that's why I differ as an artist, and I say that because I'm always trying to make music that's just beyond what my regular core fan base, like, you know what I'm saying, want. Like, I'm just not making music just for my fan base only. Like, I'm making music to gain more fans each time I make music. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, that gives me the opportunity to be more outside the box with music to begin with, because I'm not holding myself down based upon who I assume my fan base is. You understand what I'm saying? I know that my fan base is a mixture of ethnicities and different sexes. I understand that. And I know that my fan base can grow based upon me making better concepts and different concepts and versatile songs. It will give me more of a chance to grow my fan base because my songs is more relatable. You understand? So that's why I differ. Like, I don't wait. I don't just be like, oh, this is what my fans want to hear right now and do it. Like, don't get me wrong. If my fans and my DMs hit me up and say, yo, they want a song about something, I'm most definitely going to give that to them. But is that going to be my whole freaking album just because that's what my fans want to hear? No, that's not what it's going to be. You know?
No, I think from what I've heard already, like, you kind of catering to the masses. And what I mean by catering to the masses, you're not saying in one pocket. You're like, you know what I'm saying, you in this pocket, you in that pocket. And like I was saying, like, it's good to have people grow to like you as opposed to just like you instantly, because just as fast as they like you, they won't remember you just as fast. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what is gonna help you to stay relevant for a lot longer. You know, just my opinion. My opinion kind of matters sometimes too.
Yeah, your opinion definitely matters. And it's the truth. It's facts to follow it, because if you think about it, all the oldest rappers that's still around right now came from the era of concept music and making music for the masses in a sense. And that's what I like to do. That's a part of the versatility you caught on. You basically realize that I'm in every pocket, so to speak. So you can't not like my EP. Like, no matter what you want, like, and if somebody says my joint was trash, they're trolling. And I can honestly say that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure of it. So I can get at to everybody. Listen to AAO2 coming out the 29th of August. Apple Music, Spotify Music, probably on Apple or Spotify, whichever one you want. But I'm guaranteeing y'all good music, people. Like, this ain't the music that you're listening to right now when we spinning the block and shooting up the ops and shorty busting that. We not doing none of that. I'm making good music for y'all. Like, whatever you going through, whatever mindset, and the key part is most of my music is to motivate you, inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Help you get through whatever you're going through, or help you step your shit up. So I can guarantee y'all my right hand, AAO Part 2 is the best EP I'm ever dropping, I've ever done, and I can guarantee y'all gonna love it. I promise you.
Yeah, that's what's up. So being that we're speaking on that, what is your thoughts on the state of hip hop today? Like, what is your thoughts? Being that we just discussed all that, what is your thoughts on the state of hip hop today?
I think hip hop is on life support. Like, I really do. Like, I feel like hip hop is on life support, because what's being accepted today as hip hop, or what's being accepted today as music to even be on the radio, would never have in the history of niggerdom been on the radio a couple years ago. You understand what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Like, you would have never heard this back. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at where the artist came from. The influence is just, to me personally, as a fan of hip hop, it's not the same. But we don't have lyricists spitting bars. We don't have that good timeless music. Everything is just shoot up the club, fuck the bitches, fuck a nigga. I don't like it. And that's something that's a part of my inspiration also. When I make music, honestly, is to bring back what hip hop was, where, you know what I'm saying, what music used to be. Like, you used to turn on the radio and be able to hear some fire every day and be happy, like good music, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what a part of my essence is, you know what I'm saying, to try to revive the state of music in the game right now as far as the music, because I feel like I've seen the transformation. I feel like this shit decaying, and somebody got to save it.
So do you remember the time probably when you were young and then you started to get into hip hop and you started to listen to hip hop and then your elders would be like, what the fuck is you listening to? What is that
Yeah.
guy? Do you
Yeah.
feel like it's coming full circle and you start to feel the same way type shit?
Yeah, but now these days I can say it's coming full circle, but these days it's more valid for you to be saying like what the fuck, because that's really the type of music that's being made. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like a lot of the music that's on the radio and that you're hearing right now, the artists that's it's like, yo, really, bro, or really sis, like what is this? You know what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to the music and I feel that way, it's not because I don't understand what they're saying or nothing like that. It's really just, yo, bro, like coming from the era where I just seen like Biggie, Pop, the Lauryn Hills, the Little Kim, like the messages from the Nas's, Talib Kweli. It was just a different era. Music had a whole different aura, a whole different essence back then. Like music was music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was making songs for the bitches and it was just a whole different ball game as far as music. Like I really loved what music was then. But it's like now when I sit back, I know me as an artist, it's kind of like I'm one of a rarity because you don't have as many artists taking the necessary steps to make timeless music. Well,
Yeah, so I would say it's kind of maybe like a catch 22, right? Because everything is getting generated from music of our time and before our time to attempt to make something relevant today. Like you think about producers now, right? They're
mhm.
doing a lot of sampling and things of that nature, which is always going to be something of the earlier stages of hip hop, and then maybe not even hip hop, just uh, soul and R&B, and you know what I'm saying? They're attempting to get. They talk shit about older music and older artists. However, you're sampling older shit,
Yeah, they
and
utilize.
you're referencing older artists and shit. So it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's weird to me. It's kind of like catch 22. Like, do you like it or don't you like it? It don't make no sense because you're attempting to mimic exactly what it was, just throwing your own spin on it. And not to say that newer artists, younger artists today, because there's a lot of music I do like. However, I like it for the reason that quick little bop, and then like I
Yeah,
said earlier, I don't I don't necessarily plan on listening to it for too long. After a while, I'm off that. I go to R&B, get my fucking brain a rest. Think about a little bit of love or something because you're killing me. You're killing me. You know
that's
what
a
I'm saying?
part of why my music is the way it is too, because I feel like me personally say this is why I can't really listen to drill music like that, right?
Mhm.
If I sat down right now and I listen to a bunch of drill music for the next half hour, I'm gonna want to hurt somebody. I'm gonna want to go drill somebody. I'm gonna be buck with you. Like music to me is like a spell, bro. Like you can't listen to Go Spin the Block all day and not want to feel like you're not gonna want to spin the block, bro. Like you understand what I'm saying? Like you can't listen to Baby I Miss You all day love songs and not want to go be sweet to a chick. Like music in a way is a spell. And I understand that. I really believe that. So it's like the music, I'm very careful of the type of music I make, bro. Because you're not gonna hear me hopping on a song talking about go outside and spin the block and kill a nigga. Because I know me personally, if I listen to that all day, it can influence me. It's gonna at least set my mood to be in that position to want to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like the music right now is really all set up to fuck people up, bro. Like all you hearing is negativity, negativity, negativity. You hear the most normal kid listen to King Von for too long, and now he want to feel like he from Chirac. This joint is a spell, bro.
I like the way you put that. Music is a spell, and the
It
reason
is.
why, because to be completely honest, I do think music, because music for me is like it's tranquilizing. Like it'll get you into a space, like you know what I'm saying. Like you said, like you listen to the "I love you, babies" all day. You gonna send that text, "I love you, baby." You're like, damn, where I came from saying here listening to, I'm in my field and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I embody music just like that. Like to be completely honest, like, and a lot of times people like, oh, it ain't the music that got these kids out here wilding. It ain't rap. It ain't the music.
It definitely, the music does play a part.
Like it kind of really is. It is. It'll put you in a trance. Like you said, a fucking spell. That's the best way.
Somebody gonna go spin a block right now. What you think they're gonna start doing? Play some drill music? Wow, it's gonna get your mind in. Bro, the shit is a spell. I understand that, and I feel like a lot of artists and labels understand that too. That's why the agenda is what it is now. You understand what I'm saying? But me personally, it's like, if I'm going to put a spell on you, it's going to be to motivate you to do good, go do something positive, get some money. You know what I'm saying? Go make love to a chick, something like that. Have fun. I'm not going to tell you to go outside and go shoot up the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could play Hume Hefe music anywhere, barbecue, all that. You barely got it. Only one song I could think you might have to skip because the kids, and that's because I'm talking about some things for the ladies. Other than that, but
yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. The music is very. It gets me there. Like that, that's why they got on these platforms. They got workout station, and you got your workout music, you got your chill music, you got your kickback music, you got, you know what I'm saying? Because music sets the mood, it sets the tone every time. And when I make music, that's the mindset I'm in. Like, yo, where am I at right now? You know what I'm saying? Like therapy. Yeah, like a lot of people do therapy, go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? Different ways of therapy or whatever. Music for me is my therapy.
It's for me too. Also, yeah.
One thing, to my guy Fred, one thing that he always says is like, yo, if I ever want to find out what you're going through, Doc, I just listen to your music at that time. Like what you put out at that moment, I can tell exactly what you're going through at that time. Like I dead ass, like when it comes to music, like I put it all out there. Like that's where I dump shit, and then I'm good. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put pain on paper or pain on wax, and then I'm Gucci after that. Like that's just how it is. So, and then the thing about it is too, somebody can always relate. Somebody can always relate. You know what I'm saying? So just a message to the people that are watching, anybody that will watch this, like you know what I'm saying? Just stay true to your craft. Put it how you put it. Don't worry about it, because somebody's gonna feel
somebody gonna drag it.
Somebody's gonna feel you. So let's just speak about the buzz that you got going on, man. You got a buzz spreading across the whole East Coast shit, maybe even fucking America at this point. You know what I'm saying? So what does it feel like when you when you get flowers? Because I'm always gonna give you the flowers, and then there's a lot of people that I see that does the same for you. Like, how does that make you feel when you get that love, man, from people that you may have never even thought, even listened to you, or even thought that like even were receptive to what you're saying and what your bars are like? Give me a testament of that feeling.
A lot. Honestly, every time, bro, it's just like a surreal feeling, especially when it's somebody you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like when it's some random person in the street, or you in an Uber, or whatever the case may be, anywhere you at, and then somebody could just be like, "Yo, I heard your song, I like it." You know what I'm saying? Especially with the song I had trust issues. That's out right now. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the songs I get a lot of recognition for in the street, and it makes me feel good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like. Every time I'm definitely humble when I receive it. Like you can always come up to me and be like, yo, what's up? I'm one of them dudes. I ain't cocky. You know what I'm saying? But it motivates me to keep going, because honestly, I'm not making the music just for myself. I'm making it for people, you know what I'm saying, to love, you know what I'm saying, to relate to. Hopefully it can help them get through whatever, inspire them any type of way. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Like when somebody comes up and be like, yo, I like your music, that's my song or whatever, it's kind of like a slight brotherhood or sisterhood that just happened. Like we could relate based through an experience I had. Because just like you, Like honestly, if you listen to my music, you can tell exactly what my mind was, what I was going through, what I was thinking, or the energy I had at the time. So I'm always happy to get that, man. Like I ain't gonna lie, it makes me want to keep doing
So let's speak a little bit before we dip, right? The last three music videos that you have has been going up.
it.
Been making a statement, like you even got, a few spins on some radio stations.
Yeah.
Um,
So
so so where do we go from here, man? Like what's next? What can we expect next from Humble Heifer?
Humble Hefe need to get on some billboards, man. I'm talking about like I'm expecting EP, this EP right here, songs that I got on AAO2. I'm saying it now and I'm prophesying it. I'm gonna hit them top hundreds. I'm gonna hit them top 100 Billboard charts. I want to get at least in the top 3. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a long stretch for an independent artist with no major label behind them, but I know for a fact that I could at least hit the top hundreds. So I definitely want to hit billboards. I think it's time for me to start getting some pushing the music the right way, getting some billboard going on. Obviously, I'm dropping the EP in a matter of weeks. Got some video shoots coming up to continue from the EP. So definitely, from what it's looking like right now, y'all damn near might have a video for damn near every song on the EP the way it's looking like. But videos, performances, everything that I got to do to get where I got to go. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm under new management right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna see some good things. So I want to do some more networking and collabing too. You know what I'm saying? With some upstate artists. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to get in tune, but you're gonna definitely see a lot musically from me. Still got the podcast, What's the Word? So if y'all don't get enough from me in the music, y'all can catch me on the podcast with Duct Tape. So I'm out here, man. Like everything's a blessing. Take it one day at a time. Some things you don't want to talk about. You just want to get it accomplished and talk about it after. So some things in the making. You know what I'm saying?
I'm more. I lean on that side too. Like I hate to prematurely put things out there just in case they don't fall through, and then you not
Yeah.
look. Damn, what happened? I thought you was, you know what I'm saying? So, and this is gonna, by me saying that, this is gonna lead into, basically what I do on the Close podcast. We have a quote of the episode, and then we also have Duck's POV, which reigns supreme at the end of the episode because this kind of relates to exactly what I was about to say. When you have people that just can't wait for you to fail type shit, right? So we're gonna jump into Duck's POV before we get up out of here, man. So Duck's POV, right? It's just basically my point of view on what the statement or what is being said. Just give you my point of view, and I would like for you to do the same. So my point of view is on people rather critique than congratulate. And I got this. Salute to my guy D, old man Willis, right? We was talking one day, and we chop it up and shit. And he like, yeah, bro, I'm thinking about getting this a 2009 Bentley and shit. And then motherfuckers gonna be telling me, oh, why you got an old ass Bentley? I said, nigga, I drive a 2009 Impala. I congratulate you on the Bentley. I don't give a fuck if that shit was the first Bentley ever fucking made, nigga. That's classic, nigga. That's a motherfucking Bentley, nigga. And if a nigga don't congratulate you, they hate him. And then throughout that conversation of him and I having, we came up with this statement. People rather critique than congratulate. I like constructive criticism, right? I appreciate constructive criticism because that helps me to sharpen my skills and helps me to get my shit, you know what I mean, intact.
Yeah, that's bad.
However, when it comes to me doing something that you have never done, or you have no idea about doing it, and then you got some shit to say about it as opposed to congratulate, fuck out of here, man. Don't be critiquing me on how to do X, Y, and Z when you never made it past
Never even did.
Z.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit really do irk me sometimes because like you were saying earlier about, the music scene in Long Island, like people don't come together a lot. And You know, people are leaving a lot of money on the table when you choose to beef or do things separately or not come together as a conglomerate. Niggas is leaving a lot of opportunity and a lot of money on the table, man. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? And this is what this really ultimately is about. Motherfuckers want to get paid. You want to get paid for your craft. You want to get money. You want to make money so you can live comfortably. I mean, me personally,
I'm on the boat with you, player.
so I can't stand a motherfucker that can critique instead of congratulate. When you see a brother doing good, a sister doing good, any other just human beings, period. No matter what your race, ethnicity, age, background, none of that shit. You see somebody doing good, man, you uplift that person, man. You give them a little more. Tell them that you see them to help them, like you said, when you see something or somebody tells you something that just inspires you to keep on harder and keep on further. You know what I'm saying? Delve deeper into your craft. The more that we have things like that done by people from our background and our culture and the culture of, you know what I'm saying, hip hop and things of that nature, the limits are endless. There is no limit. You know what I'm saying? Shit is endless, man. We're gonna go. This is what they don't want to. That's why they want to feed you. They want to sign the drill, shoot them up, bang bang shit, because they are attempting to come up off of our art and in the same time watch your demise come.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Because ultimately they don't like it. When I say they, they don't really like our culture. They feed off it and they accept it because they can get money from it.
Money off it.
Ultimately, they can't wait for this shit to die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, just my point of view about people that critique instead of congratulate, man. I don't even want to do it again because I don't want to get flagged. However, middle finger. I wish I had more than two hands so I could give you more middle fingers.
That's offending.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because the thing is, man, we're here to inspire. We're here to uplift. We want the shit to grow. You know what I mean? Shit is growing organically on this side. And if you can't congratulate what we got going on over here, you can stay the fuck over there with us, man.
Where
You know what I'm saying? So you want to just give a little word on that before we dip out?
I definitely believe that's a true quote. That's a fact. People rather criticize than congratulate or critique than congratulate. But what I do know from that, when you see a person critiquing you, just randomly critiquing something that you know don't need critique, that's just another form of hate or shade. You understand what I'm saying? So when a person gives you an unnecessary critique to something that they're supposed to be congratulating, you just know that that was their way of congratulating you. You know what I'm saying? Like on some G shit, even though they didn't intend to congratulate you and they tried to throw a critique to make you feel less secure of yourself, know that you should feel more secure because they just unintentionally congratulated you. You know what I'm saying? So people got to be paying attention to critique you. Remember that.
All right. So, anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here? Just know that you're always going to see my guy on any platform I got going on. I'm always promoting them. Anything you want to say to your followers, your listeners, your watchers?
Yes. Yo, please follow me on Twitch, man. Hume Hefe on Twitch. I'm on Twitch now. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on Instagram, humble_Hefe_Lotto. The website, www.loveonesdayones.com is going to be up when the album drops on the 29th. So everything's going to be up. You can get your merch. You can get the, I keep saying album. Shoot, I might have to drop an album on y'all. I mean the EP. You know what I'm saying? Videos coming and a lot more networking, man. I'm just telling y'all. Stay safe. I'm gonna stay safe, and I look forward to seeing y'all again, man. All right.
All right, man. I appreciate you for coming on, good brother. We got a lot more great things in store. The rollout for the new project, the new EP, Against All Odds 2. The rollout is going to be crazy. You might want to get involved. Don't be late to the party. That's the new shit I'm on, man. Don't be late to the party, man. Y'all might as well come to the gate quick. Come soon so you're not left behind.
Listen, y'all see the singles I already dropped. Y'all see the singles that's out already. So y'all know what the EP looking like already just from what y'all got. So, you know, y'all ain't disappointed yet. So obviously the EP ain't gonna disappoint you at all, man. Tap in, please grab that Apple Music for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I appreciate you again, good brother.
I appreciate it, man. We gonna go
Thank
viral.
you again. And this was episode 49. You know what I'm saying? I know Coach Podcast has been on a little hiatus because we was working on What's the Word. However, for situations like this, we always got to tap back in the Coach Podcast, man. You already know who I am. Thank you to my guests for being here. We
Thank you,
about to
thank
go up, man. You
you.
know the
Same.
vibe. Stay humble, man. Yo, quotes, baby. You know the vibes, baby. Huh? You could quote me on this. You heard?
Bless.